Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby and look, I'm wearing it, my new Project Rock top.
Yeet.
Liam made me this as well. Project Rock, a block. Thanks Craig as well for the t-shirt and then look. Yes. Can you see it? Anyway, thank you. Oh, thank you, Craig, for my t-shirt.
You're very welcome.
I wear it in this show.
When I was in Birmingham.
What?
When I was in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Stocked up on some Project Rock again, just like launch day earlier on of Project Rock, or Rock, the Dwayne Johnson. The Dwayne Johnston.
The Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnston is watching. Feel free to send any Project Rock acquire. You know. Yeah. Don't worry, we can eliminate all other clothes that I wear and just be wearing Project Rock.
He, as I say, he is a platinum member, so yeah, who knows? Maybe. Imagine that one day if we got a card sent in from.
Could you imagine?
The Rock. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be amazing?
I tagged him in my Instagram post, but there was nothing.
No. Oh, boo! No. Rocky sucks. Rocky sucks.
Could you say that at 2 minutes past 5?
Yeah, you can. You can say that. It's fine.
Holy smokes!
Yeah,
holy smokes!
Because you said worse.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the show, the Ever Professional Crafters TV, and yes, we're very excited because, of course, it is Sarah's birthday week. Yes, not just today, but a whole week, and it is her actual birthday today. So you can see plenty of excitement and fun over on the socials. You can see what she's been up to, see the sort of little party that they laid on for her in the office as well, and of course celebrate with her in many ways. The first way is that if you buy any of the launches over the course of this week, not just the launch today or from yesterday, but all of this week, you can then pop into your basket one of her books and get 25% off. Yes, you can. So yeah, all you have to do is pop in any of the launches and then pop in one of those books and you'll get 25% off. And to celebrate today the fact that it is our actual birthday on St. George's Day, by the way, happy St. George's Day, you will be getting, when you spend 10, a free gift, which is this beautiful butterfly from the Enchanted Dreams collection that will automatically be added into your basket. And as you said, so much to look forward to this week because we've got launches aplenty. Just to confuse matters, yes, it is Tuesday. Yes, we are doing Beautiful Beginnings. Where's launch party? That's tomorrow. We're just, you know, keeping you on your toes, keeping you in check. Tomorrow launch party, today Beautiful Beginnings. So in this show, we will be looking at the Cheers to You collection. We've got the Easel draw kit and lots more. Plus, as you know, we like to do at the end of the show, Essentials Corner is going to be here. So we will be taking to the couch and the armchair, ready to answer your questions. So anything you want to ask, any questions off limits tonight or not really?
I don't mind. No, nothing's off limits.
No?
No.
So any crafty questions, anything you want to ask me, anything you want to ask Craig about maybe his wrestling experiences recently?
Yeah, Clash of the Castle tickets go on sale tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to be up early for those?
10 AM pre-sale. Obviously, Clash at the Castle, well, SmackDown and Clash at the Castle is going to be on the 15th of June. Mm. I'm not holding out a lot of hope from a premium live event at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow. Only holds about 15,000 or so I don't know. Thankfully, I don't need to be in here first thing, so I've got my chance to try and get some tickets, but we'll wait and see.
So anything you like, really. Anything you like. I'll say a few hellos. That was a long pause, wasn't it? And then we will we'll get into it. Superstar Susie on the socials tonight. Susie. So get your questions in and we will ask those later on. Happy birthday, Sarah, says Susie. Yes, happy birthday. She popped in very briefly earlier on. She's in tomorrow if you want to send your post-belated birthday wishes. She'll be here for the launch tomorrow where she's coming in to do some gardening. Hi to Ro, who says, hi from Delaware, Crafty Peeps. Hello.
Hi.
Hello also to Kendall Serafian, who says hello from Minnesota.
Hello. Oh, is that going to be where WrestleMania 41's going to be? Who knows?
Where's it going to be, Minnesota or
Las Vegas?
Oh, okay.
And is it going to be the start of April, or are they going to be moving it to the start of May? Who knows? There is talk, of course, if it's going to be in Las Vegas, then Raw's SmackDown is going to take place from the Sphere. How awesome would that be?
Awesome. Wendy says, hi, I was afraid I was going to miss this. Happy birthday, Sarah. Luckyetta says, hello from Kentucky.
Pizza, Kentucky Fried Chicken,
And a Pizza Hut,
McDonald's.
Kentucky Fried
So I
Chicken
had a
and
little bit of
Pizza
sugar
Hut.
the night.
That was the fast food rockers,
It
wasn't it?
was, yeah.
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 Fast food rockers, yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yep.
A Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
I don't know if they did release any other
I think
songs.
they did.
The fast food rockers. I know that because, you know, being a former radio DJ. Not that we played that. Dawn Valley says, he just choked on his tea. Dawn Valley says, hi Susie, Ben, Craig and everyone. Crafting with my 7-year-old niece, Elizabeth. She's on vacation from school. Elizabeth, hello, and welcome to the fun of the fair here at Crafters TV. And apparently the Fast Food Rockers album we've just found out was called It's Never Easy Being Cheesy. That might be my new catchphrase, Nicola, yeah. It's not easy being this cheesy. Barbara R joins us from Indiana. Trish Lestelle is in Reno. Zoe Carver's in saying evening. Wendy Myers in Oregon. Julie Vergara in California. Carol Garwood Beard in South Dakota. And also hi to Karen who says hello from Connecticut, home of the WWE.
It is indeed.
And Margaret says, show mixing is to keep the inmates off step. Ah, yes, exactly right. Just keeps you, no, the mixing the shows up, you see, and, you know, putting Sheena on different days and stuff. I totally agree. It's definitely Theodore says, afternoon again, everyone. Right, shall we show you the first deal of the show? By the way, all the deals you can get to before we get there by having a look on the shop the day. Can I just say the hero tool tonight is wacky bonkers. It is an electric boogaloo of a hero tool. You get a paper trimmer for free when you buy the Essentials collection. Have a look, we'll show you it later on. The Cheers to You collection though, well this is a selection of the collection because you guys will know when we launched this we had all of the paper pads. They've obviously gone. However, you still get all of the hardware. And I just think this is a collection you must have in your crafty stash. It's so useful. It's so fun. It's very different to anything else that we've seen. And I think it will correspond with, you know, lots of different people in your family, in your friend circle. You know, because most people enjoy a tipple. This is your opportunity to kind of celebrate and say cheers to you with whatever your favourite tipple is. It's such a great deal as well. £60, $75. Nah. £23.20 or $29.60 is the price here. So better than half price saving. Yeah. Now within this set, you are going to get your whiskey business. Sorry, it just reminded me of a dad joke I read the other day. I can't tell you. I've simply just got to try and remember it. So two burglars are in a liquor store, right? And the first burglar picks up a bottle and he goes, is this whiskey? And the other burglar goes, yeah, but not as whiskey as robbing a bank. Whiskey business. So you get your little whiskey decanter there. Of course, you know, could be your sherry in there, could be brandy, got your little whiskey glass. And what's nice about this set is you get your stamps, which you can colour in, and then the dice are able to cut them out. And you get, again, and we chatted about this with Leanne yesterday, and this is why we're so cool here, sentiments that work perfectly with your images. They match. A few things age as well as you. Whiskey business, and let's get into the birthday spirit. Next, this one is called Time to Wine. Again, bottle of wine, so, you know, can be whatever wine you want it to be. Can be a bottle of red, bottle of white, bottle of rosé, should you wish. Birthdays are a good time to wine. Age is not important unless you're wine, and sip, sip, hooray, it's your birthday. Then you've got your champagne. Could be a bottle of Prosecco, I suppose, couldn't it? But, you know, you've got the beautiful bottle and glass. Then you've got your dies to be able to cut those out. Let's have a drink and celebrate. Pop, fizz, clink, and clink, clink. Let's have a drink. Yeah, down the bottom there. That's what it says, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. No, I am not wrong. Next up, happy beer day. This would be me, you see. This would be me next week. Thank you, by the way. I haven't opened it, but someone sent me a card today. That was you. Appreciations, many appreciations to you. I'm going to save all my cards until the actual birthday. I say all my cards. That's assuming I'm going to get any more. I've got one. I save all my cards for my birthday. All my one card. Craig, there'll be more coming, I'm sure. Better be one coming from your neck of the woods. Although he did buy me a t-shirt.
I did.
Rack.
If I'd thought on, I should have waited until next month. Next month? Next week. I'm giving you it next week.
Yeah. What, the t-shirt?
Yeah.
No, but this is an early birthday present.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Isn't it? Or you buy me something else?
No, it was actually your birthday present, but
Oh,
now
yeah.
I have to buy you something else.
No, you won't have to.
No, it's just a gift. It's just a present for no reason.
Sometimes you don't have to have a reason. See? Thank you. There's your beers. You're also going to get in here your cocktails as well.
Ooh,
Do
love
you like
a
a
good
cocktail?
Sex on the beach.
Is that your favourite, is it?
Yeah, that and Purple Rain.
Purple Rain?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's Purple Cocktail. Well, it is also a song by Prince. Great song. But no, Purple Rain. I can't remember exactly what's inside, but it's got lots and lots of really thin crushed ice cubes.
Oh, okay. Purple Rain, Sex on the Beach, Daiquiri, Cosmopolitan, whatever you like. Pina Colada, if you like Pina Colada. Let's party. It's cocktail hour somewhere. And do you know what rhymes with birthday? Cocktails. Then you're going to get your edibles. So you've got one there which has got your sort of wine glasses and tankards, and you've got your whiskey tumbler in there. Plus you've got your time to party, which is all about the cocktails. And then a very, very handy indeed little sentiment, which just simply says, cheers. Think you have more luck than me tomorrow, Craig, says Orge29. I start work at 9. Good luck for tomorrow, Craig, says Barbara R. Susie says, hi from Kansas.
Hi.
And Debbie Lamford says, Ben, I see you are wearing Craig's present. Is the heater still on? Yes, it is right here. I am feeling warm myself. Hands just still cold. Yeah, you would have thought you bought me a hoodie, really, wouldn't you? Oh, t-shirt. Oh.
Project Rock. It's not cheap.
No, I know it isn't. I appreciate you. I'm only joking. It does rock. Do I like? I love this. I love t-shirts that have like something on the front, but then I love the fact it's got something on the back as well. I just think it adds, doesn't it? When you've got. I love the fact it says like blood, sweat, respect as well.
I like how you've memorised it already.
Yeah, blood, sweat, respect. That's what he demands. That's what he demands. I've just sent my hubby a card for his birthday using this set, and he loved it, says Ro. I am not surprised. And let's get into it. First demo, and I'll fire over a... actually, no, I'm going to save it for later. I've got questions coming in, which I'll save for later, because you will be with us, right? Yeah, of course you will. No, I think it's a question which we'll wait till later. Yeah, we'll save them, because otherwise we'll just be sat on the sofa talking about wrestling for half an hour. Right, let's get on over. Someone's feeling warm over there because he's down to his flamingos.
I am indeed. Flamingos are out. Right, let's have a look at a few finished samples here before we dive into the demonstration. So this one, all about the Cheers to You collection, as Ben was saying, and this is a really good one for the males.
Yeah.
However, it's still one great generic collection for weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, celebrations, for whatever you want. Now, you're going to get your stamps, you're going to get your dies. Now, the only thing you don't get within this 8-piece collection is the paper pads that came with it originally. So I am going to be using the paper pads that came with it originally. However, you will be able to use whichever papers that you want. Now, this card here, if you go across onto my Craig Laird Crafter's Companion YouTube channel, you will find that a couple of weeks ago, I'd done this card from start to end. So that is just using strips of the paper as a backdrop, and then just using the border there as a medium or kind of in-between topper with the Sex on the Beach cocktail on the top. So you go across there, Craig Laird CC on YouTube, you'll find that full one from start to end there for you to follow along. But this one, I know we'll always get asked time and time again about scrapbook pages. So this is my two gorgeous friends, Heather and, yes, they are hot, Nicola, aren't they? Heather and Chloe, and just mediocre me, just in the background. Now, what we've got here is the reason I chose these colours, certainly with the green plaid from the original paper pad, is because I had a green shirt on. So that's where I've pulled out that colour, that kind of creamy looking background. That's why I've gone in with that kind of wood effect panelling.
Who's the lady next to you, closest to you?
Closest, that's Chloe.
Is she wearing green?
No, it's like a black top. She was where they were both wearing a black top. So that's where I've gone for the colour. So I've just had a look at a couple of colours that are in the photo that I want to use, and then I've pulled them out. And to then just frame it all, we've gone in with some brown cardstock. So let's get the base in first of all. So as I say, it was originally from the Cheers to You collection. Now I've trimmed this layer down to 11.5 by 11.5 inches here. I've already got my tape onto the back. So we're just going to take this one off. You can, of course, use whichever adhesive you so wish. And then I've gone in with one of my older 12 by 12. To be honest with you, I don't think this was a 12 by 12 Crafter's Companion. I want to say it was Basil Basics cardstock because it's completely smooth. But we have had some neutral 12 by 12s in the past with browns in them that you can use them. But as I say, pattern paper I did cut down to 11.5 by 11.5 and then mat and layered that onto 12 by 12 piece.
Are you, sorry to interrupt, are you a big scrapbooker? I can never remember. Do you scrapbook a lot or not something you tend to do? No.
No, I'm one of those that mean to get into doing it more, but no, I don't. I really want to use the photos in some way, but it's time, Ben. It really is time at the moment.
Well, it's the same for all you guys, isn't it? It's so lovely, of course, that we have you here and you demonstrate for us, but then you don't obviously get time to do stuff personally, do you?
No, very, very rarely do we get time to do stuff for ourselves now. So I would like to do more scrapbooking, but no. Not at the moment. The only time I tend to do it is when I'm using them or doing them as part of a demonstration. Yeah. That's when I tend to do them. And that's when I tend to use my personal photos because then it means I can take it home.
Do your friends ever tune in to watch?
Occasionally. Yeah, well, Heather does. Yeah. Heather does occasionally because Heather's got little Lula. So, yeah, she occasionally will...
Did you tell them you were doing a project tonight for them?
Heather knows because she's seen it. I posted a picture on Facebook and Instagram about an hour ago before I actually told her.
Heather, if you're watching, send us a little message.
If she is, yeah, I'll wait and see if she... I've got my phone at the side. We'll see if she actually... This is when you notice that they don't watch because you get no messages. So my pattern paper, I've cut that 4 inches by 12 and just done a brown matting layer and another strip here that's 1.5 inches by, 1.5 inches by 11.5, and that one was 4 inches by 11.5. And we're just going to offset them here, bring that one in. As I say, this could be any of the pattern paper that you've got. Now that's the base done. What we're then going to do is, I've got a piece of brown cardstock, 1 3/4 by 11.5, and we're going to go in with the Cheers to You. So this is the edgeable die. I'm going to show you how you can create an elongated border, because you don't just have to keep it the size that it is there, Ben. So I've cut it to that specific size, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that right up to the edge there. We're going to go right up, far up to that edge corner as possible, and then we're going to tape that down like so. And then let's bring in, I've still got my large plates from launch day, so I'm just going to keep these ones here. I'm just going to use them, line these ones up, and then we're just going to run that one through. So we'll run that one through. What we're then going to do is, I'm going to get another bit of cardstock. So I'm doing that in the brown, and then we're going to do it again in the white. So because you're edgeable, because it only cuts on the edge, but not at the top and the bottom, it means you can then go as long as you want. So let's take that off here. Tap all of that out. Now it's slipped in a little bit, so I'm just going to go with it. Now where the actual die cut ends, I'm going to match that die. So where it ends, I'm going to start it off here. And so it doesn't slip again, what I'm going to do is let's put extra tape on and tape that one down. And then what's also key, when we come to do this again in a moment on white cardstock, it's key so that we can do shock horror, drop shadow. It's key that you start the die in the same position on your white cardstock, just so it's symmetrical, so that it's going to match and it's going to overlap with that drop shadow. So let's bring this one out. Let's then take that out, and then what we can then do is just peel that away. So it doesn't matter about that outer edge because that's just all going to be waste. Let's peel that off and then carefully prise that off, bring that in, take that away, and then where you've got the little join, all we need to do is just snip that. And then we've got our elongated edgeable.
Nice.
So I'm going to set that to the side, and then let's take that same die, and then I'm going to take my cardstock, wherever I've done it, what we've done with it. Had it a moment ago, white card. Let me get another one then. And I'm just going to use, I need to trim this one down because I didn't put in a piece of cardstock. I can't remember what I said, they're 2-inch, didn't I? So I'm just going to use my guillotine for this one. You could use your, sorry, my paper trimmer. You could use your guillotine if you want.
Could you, sorry, I'm just thinking in my head here. Obviously you've done an elongated edge there.
Yeah.
If you had like a bigger page, could you like do like a frame with using that all the way around?
Of course you could.
Yeah.
Of course you could, yeah. I'm just double checking. No, it was 1 3/4. Yeah, of course you could. No problem at all. Yeah.
That trimmer, by the way, that Craig is now using, you can pick up for free today. It's our hero tool. Put the deal at the bottom of the screen. You buy the essentials, and you get that paper trimmer for free, Craig.
That's crazy.
And that's your all-time favourite, isn't it?
Yeah, I absolutely love paper trimmer. I believe every paper crafter loves it. So much so the seagulls out there love it as well.
Yeah.
They're excited
Yeah.
about it being free.
Sammy the Seagull is a big fan of the paper trimmer.
It is indeed. So let's bring that in. So what I was saying about cutting in the exact same place. So on the brown piece, we matched up to that top left-hand corner there. So it's key that you do that exactly the same within the white card. So let's layer that up, bring that in, and then we're just going to then roll that die down. Once that's cut, we're going to move that down again, and then we're going to do that off shadow with the brown, and then we're going to use it again on a backdrop for where we're going to put the photo.
Dawn says, Ben, you're a Taurus, the bull, like me. Yes, I am a bull. I am a bull, Taurus the bull. Lois says, you look nice, Ben, in your birthday shirt. Thank you so much. I feel very comfortable in my birthday shirt as well. It's a big large, isn't it? I was saying this before, like, because normally I'm like a large is a bit like more fitted on me, but I like a baggy shirt. And Julie says, I'm finally able to watch live. That adulting thing always gets in the way. I have it, but I haven't been able to play with this yet because my craft room is a mess. And Julie also says, I need Craig at my house to help with inspiration. Are you doing home visits yet for craft, or is that something down the line? Next year, maybe.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe that's something. Craig on the road.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Craig on the road.
Personal visits.
Craig on the road.
Take
Craig
a camera crew with me.
Hey?
Take a camera crew with me.
Yes.
Could do that.
Craig's crafty companions. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Should we make that happen along with Leanne's purple bus tour for the Academy of Colour and mine and Debbie Robinson's... oh, we're on the purple bus now, aren't we? Yeah.
You're on, right, okay.
Yeah. All that coming up.
All of that coming up.
When we can afford
Gosh,
to
we've got lots going on next year, haven't we?
Hey?
We've got lots going on next year.
What, with all of that?
All of that.
Oh, I know. It's going to be a busy year.
It is.
2020... What year is it next?
2025. Yeah.
Look out.
The year that I turned 40.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say.
Fair, I don't mind.
I thought you were 40 this year.
No, next year.
Ah. How are you feeling about that?
Doesn't bother me in the slightest.
No.
Does not bother me in the slightest. Just,
Are you going to have a big party?
No.
Oh.
I hopefully all going well, I'll be in New York for my 40th. Nice. But I will do something with all you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely have like a a night out, I'll maybe only invite a select few from this place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't want the riffraff coming.
No, riffraff. I don't want the riffraff. Yeah, just the top brass you want there, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you won't be coming.
Ooh.
Of course you will.
Course I'll be there.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't have a party.
No.
But yeah, definitely need some kind of night out or that. Definitely get together. It has to be.
It's a nice landmark to celebrate, isn't it? You know.
It is.
I took Laura to Venice for her 40th for a weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, she took me to Centre Parks. With the family, yeah.
Not knocking it. I've not been, but I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
Maybe we could all do that for my 40th.
Mate, that would be an idea. Or do like a Butlins weekend or something.
But yeah, Blackpool.
Blackpool? You could go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
Could do that. Yeah, get the candy floss.
Do you like theme parks?
Oh, I love theme parks. We should all do Alton Towers for the day.
No! We could do like an overnighter. What? Oh! No, because your birthday is the wrong time of the year. I was going to say we could do like an Alton Towers weekend and like take in like one of the scare fests as well.
Ah, well, I could have a delayed birthday celebration.
Why don't you have your birthday in October? Yeah, we'll just wait.
Could do, yeah. Or we could just wait till October and have the celebrations.
Yeah.
Could do that. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that then,
Okay.
Ben. Let's do that.
Okay.
That's it. That's it sorted. Right. Let me just get some of these foam pads. So what we've got here is we've now got our edgeable. So we've gone from just a one-use edgeable to then creating that border. What I'm then going to do is I've got the photo here. Now I've not put in another piece of brick because I need to mat and layer the photo of the three of us. So what I'm going to do is the white cardstock I have cut, and there's a specific reason as to why I've cut them to these sizes here. 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, and then the brown is 9 1/4 by 6 inches, because the reason being is we just need to take into account the drop shadow here. So if we go in with our die to start with, so I'm going to cut the brown first, and then we're going to go right up. Now I'm going to use my glass mat as a way to just keep that straight. So we're going to go straight, cherry pick a line, and then we're going to line that one up. So I'm just going to go as close to a line as possible, coming right up to the edge, tape that down, and tape that down. And this could be the edge of a card blank, of course, but just so happens it's going to be the edge of a layer for it to pop the photograph on. And we're going to run that one through.
Lots of love for Craig's Crafty Caravan, which is your show seems to have been named, from Julie and Wendy. He's a travelling man, says Ro Davis, crafting where he can. Caravan crafting with Craig, says Donna. And Barbara R also likes the idea of home visits. Coming your way from Crafter's Companion in 2025.
That would be quite cool.
And Julie says, this is cool. I never thought about extending an edgeable. I thought that it wouldn't work. Can you do this with every edgeable?
Yep. Because every edgeable has your cut and detail, it has your outer cut, but because it is an edgeable, what will be, I know on this one, because I've got it facing us, it looks as though it's on the right-hand side, but technically it's going to be on the left-hand side. So all edgeables are like that. It stays in place within that left-hand side. So yeah, absolutely. All edgeables you're able to do that with. And then doing that in with the brown cardstock, we're going to then come along and we're going to do exactly the same again with the white cardstock. So we're just going to make sure that's as straight as we can be.
I suppose depending on the style of the edgeable as well, like something like this works, doesn't it? Because it's like, it can be a repeating pattern, so it works quite nicely.
Yeah, for sure. Because exactly as you said, although I say that you can do it with everyone, it will depend on the actual design, whether it looks good on the eye or if it just doesn't look kind of uneven. But you can just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a shot and see. The concept of being able to do it with every edgeable die, yeah, you absolutely can do. Whether it'll look right, that depends. And then, of course, if you can do that with the edgeable, whereas we have done that as an up and down border, depending on the design, it could then, of course, be a wrap. So if that's like florals or something like that, you could just keep extending that and then do that as a wrap round, you know, maybe a battery-operated candle or a bottle of beer or
Nice
wine.
bottle wrap, that.
Yeah. Anything like that, you're able to do that. So let's take that one out now, and then let's pop that out with all these little bits. Take that out. And because the brown cardstock was bigger, it means then once I come and do that drop shadow, it means then I've got scope to come and trim that edge, so I've got that perfect matting layer. So I just want to make sure, so what I'm going to do is, let's just use the trimmer while I've got it. I don't want to glue it just yet because I want to gut the centre of this brown cardstock, because as I say, I didn't bring another piece of brown card, which is strange. I don't know why I didn't do that. So let's trim that off. So we've now got, once we've glued that together with the drop shadow, I've now got the perfect matting layer to go all the way around.
Yeah.
But let's just pop the photo there, and I just want to make sure. So let's come in here, and then I'm just going to kind of eyeball.
Just whilst you're using this as well,
Yeah.
Obviously we're getting the trimmer free today with this deal. Trimmer or guillotine or trimmer or both?
Both.
Okay.
Absolutely both. The reason being is you can do everything with a paper trimmer, but you can't do everything with a guillotine.
No.
Now what I mean by that, what I'm doing this very moment here,
You couldn't?
you can't do with a guillotine.
No.
Because I'm cutting into the centre of my cardstock, which you can only do with a V-blade trimmer. If I was to try and do this with a guillotine, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut edge to edge, cut the whole thing out. So therefore, you really do need both. It depends what you're wanting to do. If you've got no intention of gutting your cardstock or that, then a guillotine will be fine.
But if you're new and you haven't yet got a guillotine, what a deal to pick up today.
100%.
Yeah.
I would always say, as a new crafter, start with a paper trimmer and then work your way up with a guillotine. Guillotine can be a little bit daunting at times. So start with a V-blade trimmer.
Yeah.
And then work your way up to a guillotine once you feel.
And like you said as well, when you've been showing us, this one's got that extending arm too, hasn't it? So you can go big.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the title of it.
It's 3 by 12, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks, Ben. So yeah, 3 by 12. However, technically,
Yeah.
it is 12 by 14. So 3 by 12 is that.
Oh, yeah. But then...
So 3 inches. Actually, it's 4 inches to be fair.
Oh.
We say 3 by 12. However, technically, it's 12 by 14 inches because you've got that extended arm. Of course, it can be larger than 14 inches. It just doesn't have the measurements. So yeah, it's definitely. I always say, paper crafter or a crafter always needs a V-blade trimmer.
Yeah, and you get it free today.
And you get it free, which is
What are you
fab.
waiting for?
Really fab to get a key essential tool that everyone needs.
Along with all the other key essential tools that you get in your essential tools collection.
Oh, you're getting that as well?
Yeah. You're paying for the pokey tool, the scissors, the ruler. What else do you get in there? The knife, the squeezers, and the little mat.
The little mat.
Yeah. And then you get the paper trimmer for free.
That's brilliant. Do you know something? If you are either a new crafter or you know someone that's just starting out, or you've got the kiddies or grandkiddies or that are starting out, that is, now of course, the toolkit has a craft knife in there. So, you know, do be careful.
Yeah, be careful, yeah.
But do you know, it's like teaching a granny how to suck eggs. You know, you all know your own kids and grandkids better than we do. You know, we always just have to say that. But that's what a great little toolkit. Imagine if you go on the website and get a little tool caddy or one of our little storage cases or that, and fill it with the paper trimmer and the toolkit.
Love that.
then that's their own little
Yeah.
crafty kit for them. If they come round at the house or
That's a
in
really
their
good
room.
idea, actually. Keep their bits and pieces aside for when they come round, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Their own special box of tools.
Yeah, yeah. Just means that they're not always nicking mum or grands or granddads or dads, whoever the crafter is.
Yeah. That's a good idea, that.
Thanks. I have them sometimes.
Yeah, now and again.
Not often,
No,
but
no,
sometimes.
not too often, but
Don't expect many tomorrow.
No.
I've used them all today.
yeah,
That's them.
it's,
All
yeah.
been used. Right, let's bring this into place now, and then I'm going to use the glue again. Now this isn't like an original photo, this is just printed onto photo paper. Now our adhesives acid and lignin free, so if you want to use it on original photos you can. I personally don't, and it's just a preference. You know, although you can use like our adhesive on original photos. Original photos are like my nan and granddad. I would prefer just to use photo corners or something, just to be on the safe side. But you can if you want to.
Where were you in that picture? Is that before a night out? Or
And yes, in Arbroath. The first time I'd
Arbroath.
actually had a night out in Arbroath.
What's the life like in Arbroath?
So Ben,
Interesting.
we're just going to carry on, starting to build up the photos. So all that I'm going with it, even although this is a scrapbook page, I'm still going to add a bit of height to these with some foam pads.
Is that near to Carnoustie then, Arbroath, is it?
It is just about 10 minutes up the road, yeah. You've got Carnoustie, you've got Arbroath, you've got Montrose, then you've got Aberdeen.
How far away was I when I did my park run up in Midlothian a few weeks back? Is that a long way from you?
An hour and a bit away?
Ah, so a little bit further.
Yeah, a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe just a wee bit over the hour and a bit. Did you enjoy it?
Loved it. It's a lovely drive.
Yeah?
Yeah, really, really loved it. Should
Yeah.
have probably made like a bit of a weekend of it rather than sort of driving up and driving back. It was a long way to go. Yeah, but I'm doing my part run alphabet, aren't I, to get all the letters? So I should have done something else whilst I was there. I think it was I want to say it was a weekend when you were actually back in Scotland as well. So I should have just continued on an hour, come round yours, had a cup of tea, and then gone back home.
No, I can tell you when it was.
Ah.
It was the weekend of Elimination Chamber.
Ah.
WW Elimination Chamber from Perth. Because we had originally talked about
Oh yes.
you coming round.
Yes, and I went to Scotland.
So yeah,
Yeah, I stood you up.
you thought you would rather do running than come round to mine on a Saturday morning. I agree with you guys in the gallery. Yeah, there is a lot of giving of friendship from me to Ben and a lot of taking from Ben to me.
You think I'm a t-shirt? I'm going to, I know what? A wrestling
I think
knife.
he said a wrestling knife.
That's what I thought he said. A wrestling knife. What is that?
What is that?
I'm going to take him to New York for his 40th. I've already got a tour guide for that. Alison Mayley says, Craig's 40th in New York. I live here and I would love to show you around. So we'll get that organised.
Nice.
Yes.
How cool would that be?
Riens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, friends. Sorry. I thought that was a really weird sentiment you were putting there. Riens.
Friends.
Friends.
These were from an older range. You remember our ellipse dies? Ellipse
Ooh.
alphabet dies.
I do, I think.
Clearly you don't.
Well, I remember the name of them.
Yeah, not eclipse, ellipse.
Not Eclipse,
Not eclipse.
Elapse. When were they? Last year? Year before?
I think it's a
Further
couple
back?
of years ago. Because it's where you die cut them out and then you kind of slot them back into position, but you just move them to the side slightly. So then you get that ellipse effect to the side. It's like bit like a drop shadow. So yeah, and I very actually rarely use them in the ellipse forum. I use them as standalone alphabets.
Well, it was the same with the old left folds. You were the same with them, weren't you?
Yeah, you're right. The left fold alphabets that were done, never really used them in the left fold forum. I used them and still do use them as standalone alphabets.
Well, lots of love for this project anyway. Ro says, love the frame idea. Never thought to use them like that. Wendy Myers says, the trimmer is fabulous. That is one cracking deal. It is cracking. Tim C's joined us from Nottinghamshire. Pat says, well, I'm a little late after a 2-hour ride and an MRI on my back. I hope you're well, Pat.
Oh,
hope you're okay. Relaxing now whilst watching Ben and Craig from New Jersey. And hi also to Wendy in Hampshire, who says, Craig should have a Halloween is coming trip to Thorpe Park.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to organise it.
Thorpe
Great
Park.
pal. Next year for. He's been round my house. He's been for a barbecue.
I have
I
indeed.
bought him stuff. I might not have bought him a rock T-shirt, but anyway, the Halloween is coming trip to Thorpe Park, or where would you rather go for a theme park?
What was that, sorry?
Where are we going to go for the theme park for the Scarefest? They all do them now, I think, don't they?
I think they do, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot of them do. I know that obviously Alton Towers is closer than Thorpe Park's London, isn't it? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, yeah. Alton Towers definitely. It's about 2.5 hours, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
because
we'll do that.
I pass the turn-off road when I go to Hobbymaker.
Yeah, we'll do that. Either that, or we could go Flamingo Land.
Oh, let's do
But I
that.
kind of think they probably don't have a Scarefest. Do they?
But you know, when we
do have a zoo.
they do have a zoo.
Yeah.
When we look. Oh no.
What? No?
I might have just given away something that might be launching.
Oh, don't say that then.
No, I'm not.
No.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
So, let's just add foam pads to the back here. I'm just using some of the really, really thin strips. And this is going to go down the left-hand side. So again, you can, of course, keep this completely flat if you want because it's the edge. I just want to add that on a little bit of height. It just breaks it up, gives it a little bit extra detail as well. I don't want to put too much on because I don't want to take too much attention away from the picture. So let's take that one off. Let's bring that one in here.
Very
And
pretty.
then I'm just going to, do I need to, yeah, I just need to snip and trim that there. And I'm going to then meet and match that right to the edge. I'm going to follow all the way up into here. Let's press that in. And then the thing that I've already done, the whiskey business, where you've got your whiskey glass and you've got your, what do you call it again?
Decanter.
Decanter. And then you've got your sentiment. So I've gone in, stamped the whiskey glass, and I've die cut it out. And I've done that. I've done it twice. So here's one of them.
Are you going to send this to one of your lovely friends?
I am, yeah. Yeah, that's if they want it.
Which one? Or are you going to toss a coin?
Oh, I would have probably thought Heather would like it. I'm not saying Chloe wouldn't, but I know Heather's really like sentimental in that when it comes to things like this. So see if she wants it. So I'm going to tuck that in there. So the little whiskey glass in the back, raise the, what do you call it, decanter?
Decanter, yeah.
On foam pads, another glass there.
The Hottie Scotty is teasing us again, says Wendy Myers. I don't know what nearly slipped out of his mouth that he was going to say that he didn't say. Craig, mouth it to me.
I think there's a great big
right, yeah.
clue.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go.
There's a bit of a clue in the studio, and it's not my side.
I might be wearing it.
Yeah. It's not called that. What did you say it was called? I don't think it's called that, is it?
I don't think it's called that, is
No.
it?
I think it's just called,
Yeah.
yeah. You added too many syllables in the first word.
There we go.
I love
We've gone in.
Everyone's like, what are they talking about? Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. There we go. So we've got our 12 by 12. So the papers were originally from, of course, the Cheers to You collection, but used that edgeable die and we've extended that to create a really long border. We've used the actual decanter and the whiskey glass there, raised it on foam pads, created that edgeable on the side there, which is then just creating that edge and that mat for the photo of Heather, Chloe and myself, and then just used my sentiment dies there, or my alphabet dies, to create the word friends.
Beautiful. I'll quickly show you the collection again, then quickly recap on that hero tool before we take a short break. Tammy says, thank you, Craig, for the inspiration. Fabulous page, says Sonal. I love it. Oh, yeah, you are right, Nicola.
Is the collection called that?
It's called what Nicola said. I thought it was just called what you thought it was called.
I thought that as well.
Yay, says Zoe. Hubby just came in with KFC.
Yes.
You must have heard Ben and Craig singing it earlier on. Yes.
Woo. Yes.
What did you get, Zoe? What did you get you? What's in the bag?
I always get the 6-piece kernel meal.
6-piece kernel.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't had a. I don't know why that's made me laugh. I haven't had a KFC in ages.
Oh, if you're not. See,
No.
Controversial. Do you like chicken on the bone or not?
No.
Do you not?
No, boneless banquet if I was to
Oh,
have it.
no,
Anything
I like
on the
it. I
bone
like it
don't
on the
like.
bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the bone. Yeah. Yeah.
Boneless banquet.
Chicken on the. Oh, I love a good bone chicken.
Oh, I'm just showing you all of the different goodies in the collection. £23, £23.20 or $29.60 is the platinum price. I'll tell you what, we'll go to a quick break, and when we come back, I'll show you the hero tool, and I don't think I need my radiator on anymore. We'll see you in a minute, yeah?
Day to day looks like on a normal day when I'm working from home. Get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room, spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with banking, that's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day at work is when I'm on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Be coffee. Flavour is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every week, I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of the project, so craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't believe a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne out that day. the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather thoughts and then grab my tea.
Come in, check my email, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, of any problems that need solving with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards, we pick samples to send to Hobby Maker, we pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studio, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when I can get more done when there's nobody else. Night out. On a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. More corn. Christine chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Welcome back, everybody. We are composed and ready to carry on. Just for the record, my mic was on. I just couldn't talk. So yes. Zoe says we've got, oh dear, we've got a 6-piece bargain bucket. Seat warmers in cars are made to keep the bucket warm. That is a great shout, actually. That is a great shout.
What was that?
The seat warmers in cars to keep the bucket warm.
Oh, good idea.
Seats, if you've got heated seats. Now you're picking up a new car, so you're not.
Well, no, I've still got to choose it. I got a letter to say it's now time for me to get a new car, so
yeah.
I need to have a little look through and see what car I fancy.
Get one with heated seats to keep your chicken warm.
Yeah, well, mine does already have heated seats.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
We got a Hyundai Tucson. It's Hyundai actually. No, it's not Hyundai. Have you not seen the adverts? And so we sort of bought it as a family car. And it's got all the mod cons. It's not like new, but it's got all the mod cons and heated seats and everything. And we bought it. Well, I mainly bought it with the thing of like, oh, we'll share it. You know, I'll have it one week, you have it the next week, Laura. Have I driven that car more than about 2 times in the sort of 4 months we've had it? No.
No.
Never mind. Doreen says, every time when there is silence, I'm afraid that my internet connection fails, but then I hear the giggles and I know I'm okay. Yeah, if you hear the giggles, you're fine. Worry not, we're just 2 boys, just being boys. Katie says, hello from Arizona. Good to see and listen to the 2 crafty boys. And Carletta says, hi everyone from Arkansas. Just before we get to the top of that, I want to show you a booklet in a second, but the deal which we were talking about, of course, before we started mucking about, is this one. It's the Hero Tool. The Hero Tool is only a 24-hour only deal, so you've only got until probably 8 o'clock tomorrow morning to pick this up. We had it on previously, and it proved so popular, I think that's why they brought it back as a Hero Tool. You buy this, which is your Essentials Toolkit, So in there, you've got all of those goodies. You've got the scissors, you've got your craft knife, you've got the large pokey tool, your 15 centimetre metal ruler, your craft mat, and also your squeezy tweezers in there. So many handy bits and pieces within that set for any craft room, actually. So that to buy on its own for $15.99 or $23.99. But then, and this is where it is bonkers, for free, you are going to get yourself your 3x12 paper trimmer. Brilliant, as you've seen, for doing things like your scrapbook pages. Great for trimming, great for gutting your cardstock as well. And the thing that I couldn't believe when I read about this recently when we had it on, it will cut up to 400 GSM, 5 sheets of 80 GSM cardstock. So it really is a fantastic tool. We'll get Craig's take on this. I mean, a must-have, I think, for, well, if you're a beginner crafter, Craig, that deal just needs to be snapped up. And as you said, as far as the paper trimmer is concerned, a good place to start if you don't have a cutting tool currently in your craft room, but will sit nicely alongside a guillotine as well, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, of course, if you just want to use that as a cutting implement, then, of course, you can absolutely do that. The great thing with the V-Blade paper trimmer is the fact that, of course, you can cut your aperture. So your apertures to save on cardstock, so you're not having to waste any cardstock, to do framework, to then do, of course, things such as your shakers. What you find with the V-Blade paper trimmer as well, there is more measurements, so it's not just the measurements that you're used to when it comes to the guillotine. You've got more in there as well. You've got that extendable handle. It's always one that most crafters tend to start with. So, you know the cutting implement that we do when it comes to all of our cutting tools here. It's no exception. Difference as well with the V-Blade paper trimmer is the blades, after a while, do need to be replaced. If you do still have any of your blades left over from the Violet Studio paper trimmer, they're exactly the same, so you can mix and match, of course. But it's just a really good one, a good essential to have around at home, of course. And then it just means that you can do lots of different cards and projects where you need to cut into the card without slicing it all off, which you do with a guillotine.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant deal. 24 hours only, though, don't forget. £15.99 or $23.99. Just want to show you this booklet in a second. And just a reminder, don't forget, Essentials Corner coming up in the next sort of 40 minutes or so. So if you've got any questions, fire them in. Come on, let's have some fun with this tonight. I mean, we're obviously kind of touting for crafty questions. So anything you want to ask Craig about any of the goodies on the show, if you're stuck on a particular project and you need some advice, any crafty questions, yes, please. But also anything else you want to ask us, we would love to hear from you. There is space tonight. I believe we've got about 3 or 4 questions lined up currently, but we are after more, please. So send those through, and then Susie will send those through to us for Essentials Corner in around about 40 minutes or so. One thing to tell you about, though, you may or may not know, a new booklet is out. Hopefully the links have now been shared on the socials. If not, we will show you the link on screen in just a little while so you can have a look at it. So it's similar to the booklets that we do for our bigger events, things like the 8 to 10 previews, but what you'll find in this booklet is all of the launches that we've done recently. So if you've missed any of the launches, they'll be in the booklet for you. Maybe you were thinking about getting a particular launch and you didn't, and then you forgot about it. This booklet's going to be a good reminder for you so you can have a little bit of a look through and see all of those launches. And also, if you're fairly new to us too, it will give you an idea of things that you may well have missed. It's really nice as well, actually, because it's 96 pages full of those new launches and full of great ideas for you as well. So, for example, if you missed recently the illusion film and the dies. I know somebody earlier on was asking about the illusion film, whether you could use that with your dies. Well, there you go, all the details there as to those amazing dies and the illusion film that went with it. We flick onto the next page, page 32 and 33, lists everything that we do still have available for you. So all the dies that came with it, there were some fantastic ones as well. That stained glass window, which is here. You've got your fairy in there too. There's butterflies. There's dragonflies in there too. A really, really fantastic set. Let's just have a look as well at next on the Spring Fairy. Again, from the Trends collection, shows you everything which you can still pick up as far as your glitter paste are concerned, your ink pads, all the sprays that came with it, all listed and all the item numbers there for you too, which is absolutely brilliant. And let's have a little bit of a look. Again, more inspiration for you. Yeah, and of course, don't forget about our fan art kits as well. Batman, Superman, the Flash, you've got the Joker there as well. Loads of details, so it's absolutely worth having a look for. I've just been told, oh, say that again, Nicola. Oh, as you click on something as well, it will take you straight to that page on the website as well. So very handy, so you don't even have to look around. All of the deals there for you. So we will show you the link as to where you can get that booklet in just a little while. But I think it has probably been posted up on the socials as well, but certainly worth having a look so you can refresh your memory of all of the great deals that we've brought you across the last few months here at Crafters TV. Welcome, everybody, if you've just joined us, to Beautiful Beginnings. My name. Oh, no, it's all going wrong. My name is Ben Moseby. There you go. That wasn't too hard, was it? Thank you for joining us. Beautiful Beginnings, Hour 2. Yes, we know it's a Tuesday, slightly confusing, but we are bringing you everything that you love about this show and doing it on a Tuesday instead. So during this second hour, we are going to be bringing you lots more inspiration, loads more ideas too. And of course, we have got Essentials Corner coming your way as well. So any questions you want to fire in, get them in now. Any questions to do with anything crafty, anything you want to fire at Craig, anything you want to ask me, we would love to have a bit of a chit chat with you, and there is space for your question this evening. Still to come tonight as well, loads more great demonstrations too. And I know Craig's next demonstration he's going to be having a little bit of a sneaky peeky look at is something which came in, sold out, came back in again, sold out, and now we've got it once again. The Easel drawer kit, Craig, which has always been really popular, and it makes such fantastic projects which look difficult, but the kit makes it very accessible, doesn't it?
It really, really does. So this is the one that we're going to be doing here, where we've used elements from the Hydrangea collection. So that gives you the easel on the top, but then what it also does as well is it gives you your 4 drawers that you're able to then, of course, just use. Now, they are template for them. You don't have to use all 4 of them together. So although we can see here, this is how they actually work. So you've got your 4 drawers all the way around. But what we'll show you is you can do lots and lots of different ways. Yeah, you can do lots and lots of different ways there. So you don't have to use them just in that square component there, because each of the drawers in the outer casing are separate. So you can, of course, do them in different ways. You can do the 4, you can do 3. What about doing 2? Or do just lots and lots of different looks, lots of different ways. And you do get dies to go in there to create a different decorative top. Now, if you want to keep it flat, you can do. And if you want to use the dies on their own, then, of course, you can absolutely do that as
brilliant.
well. Funny enough, talking about large numbers here.
Oh, yeah?
If you're in the market for some brand new large numbers, maybe Friday.
Oh-ho.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
I had them on Hobby Maker on Saturday.
And?
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was.
Was it? Yeah, it was either Friday or Saturday. They sold out, and then we managed to get a backup bundle, and then we sold out, and then we had a very few left individual, and they went and sold out just after I finished live. So keep that in mind if you are, of course, if you missed them on Hobby Maker in the UK, or of course your customers out with the UK, then they're going to be launching on Friday with Mr. Moseby and Sarah, and they're going to absolutely fly out once again, let me tell you. So that's Friday. So maybe you want to use them for your easels, your cards, your projects. But for these ones, am I just cracking on them, or am I coming straight to you first?
I think we're going to crack on. I'll show the boards at the end, yeah.
Let's do that. Now, if you want to do the 4 drawer within the easel, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do the actual drawer element and the actual pocket drawer. So you're going to have to do that 4 times. Now, I'm going to just use a pen. Ideally, I would recommend use a pencil, because then you can rub it out. Or what about using your heat erasable pen?
Nice idea.
That's a really, really good one, because then, yes, it is a pen, draw around, but then use your heat tool, give it a light waft with the heat, and it's magic. It disappears, and that's a good one to be using. But all that you need to do is just draw around like you would do any other form of template, and that also goes with the actual little lines that you get in between. Now, I'm not going to do them all, of course, because they're all exactly the same, but just to show you within the pen form, because other ones I've done are in pencil, might be a little bit harder to see. We're just going to draw around each of these ones here. So you're going to do that one 4 times. You're then going to take your...
Right there, Craig.
Yep. So these are the 2 that I've done when it comes to the...
He's having a day of it, isn't he, eh? Bless him.
I've not been here for a couple of weeks.
No, it's got a bit of
let me
time.
off.
Time to
Let me
make
off. Lots of catching up to do. So you're going to do, if you want to do the 4 drawer, you're going to do each of these 4 times, and then you're going to cut them out. Now, once you've cut them out, this is what they are going to look like.
Yeah.
So you're going to take your scoreboard,
Okay.
and then where you've got your lines, you're just going to score them.
Okay. Oh, Craigle.
So we're going to line up. So this is where a nice black line down your scoreboard helps, because then we can then just join these ones up, and then we're going to just travel with our scoring tool, and we're going to give them a score. So joining them up. Now with these ones, what you can do is, if you're not comfortable or you don't like cutting out, if you've got a scan and cut or any cutting machine that you're able to scan them in, you can scan them in and replace the scissors with the blade in the machine. So you can absolutely do that. Don't resize, but you can use the blade to cut. And then you're going to, of course, use your eraser, and then you're going to rub out the pencil lines. So we're just going to fold all of these, and I'm going to fold them inwards just so that I don't need to take my eraser. But what that then will do is, if I then fold them together, we will glue it together, but that's going to create kind of like an inner pocket that you can see here. So it's like a little box there that's going to create. What you've then got is you've got your actual drawer. So again, let's take our scoreboard, and then we're just going to score using our scoring tool. And although I'm doing this within white cardstock, you do this, this really lovely bed with your Centura pearl.
Oh,
a lovely
absolutely.
drawer base with the Centura pearl. That would be nice. Or maybe another one of your luxury cardstocks. But we're going to join these ones together like so. Move that out the way, and again, I'm going to fold it inwards just so that we don't see the pencil line. So we're just going to fold them in, give them a burnish as well. But let's just fold these ones in, and then what that then does is then that gives you your little, what will be your little drawer.
Victoria says it looks a bit like an elephant's trunk before you folded it.
Yeah, I see that.
Trunk.
A trunk, I can see that.
Margaret says, is this kind of like the ink blots test? I'm sitting here laughing, but I don't know why. I think it is a little bit like that. You might see different things. I don't know why Craig was laughing a minute ago, but he obviously saw something as well, which I don't know what he saw.
Elephant's trunk.
Elephant's drunk?
Elephant's trunk.
Oh, elephant's trunk.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Exactly what I seen. Nelly the elephant.
Packed a trunk and said goodbye to the circus.
Oh, the circus is just set up camp just next to me.
Is this a joke?
No. Just down the end of my road, there's a huge big field. A couple of times a year, the circus comes and set up camp there. And I noticed...
Do you ever go?
No, I've never been.
I've been once.
Never
twice.
been. Do you know something? And I know this is controversial, so bear with me on this one. I completely agree. No animals in the circus.
Yeah.
I completely agree. But I miss the days of the animals in the circus.
I don't remember those days.
Do you know? Oh, see, I do.
I
do.
don't.
Yeah. I don't agree with it. Now that I'm an adult, I don't agree with it, and don't think it should happen, and it never will happen, thankfully. But I think as I still have the memory of going to the circus as a little kid, seeing that, the horses and then the elephants and the tigers and that. So although I miss it as a kid, I definitely don't want to see it.
I just haven't been for years. We went, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago when my nephew was little, but I say, would I take the kids now? Probably not, they're too old, but we would never go to the circus because Laura's scared of clowns.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
Does not like clowns.
And she's married to you.
Hey! hey.
Oh, I'm not usually that quick, but that was good.
Oh, dude, that was good.
That was good, wasn't it?
Well done, Kriegel Bagel.
That was me. That was me.
Hey, that was me. Hey.
Well pleased with that.
That was a very good one. Very good.
I'm going to be telling everyone that for weeks now.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Oh dear. Oh yeah, here's the.
And then
Here's
you've
the
got your little
drawer we've made.
pocket.
Look, there you
You
go.
can put your little clown nose in there, or
Your plot what?
your little clown nose in there.
Oh, your nose in there, yeah.
You can do that. Then what you're going to do is you've got another template here, Ben, where you're going to draw around and cut around. In all honesty, I would just cut my cardstock with a guillotine or paper trimmer to 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. I'm a crafter, so I'm going to say I don't know why we put that in. you know, I'd just say, use your guillotine and cut your cardstock to 5.5 by 5.5. But you've got it there for you.
Aren't we?
Yeah, quite literally, you're going to be covering the bases with these ones here. Because what I've just done there, you're going to do that 4 times. So we can see I've got that drawer. Now, I've not got 4 of them, but I've got 4 completed ones. So see where you've got your drawer that sticks out here. So you're going to go and stick that one there. The next one, Ben, what you're going to do is then you're going to rotate it.
Yeah.
So it's sticking outwards. You're then going to rotate it so it's sticking outwards, and then you're going to rotate it so it's sticking outwards. That's then going to give you this look here. So if I pop these ones out, and all that I need to do is bring in this one. Now I'm going to add my tape. Now, of course, these sorts of ones, it's always better to add them before you actually assemble the box, but I'm just going to do this for now. So we're going to pop that in. Now, to create the mats and layers and the fronts, you can simply just draw around your template that you've got here. And then, because that's going to go like that, what I need to do is, well, that's going to go like that. I just need to put a mat and layer onto the side there just to finish that off. So the papers that I used are also from the Hydrangea collection. So let's pop that on to the side there. Let's pop that back in. And then on the base, pop your adhesive or your choice of glue onto the base. And just so that we've got that in the right way, we're just going to then slot that in. So you can see there that you've got, this is where we've got the drawers facing in each of the opposite direction here. You're going to let that just dry, and then what I like to do is I like to put another layer over the top.
Oh, just to add to the sturdiness.
Just to add to the sturdiness. I'm just going to trim that just a smidge. If you use that template, it's a couple of mils, just a little bit bigger than the circumference of that, which just, for me, it hangs over the edge just a little bit too much. So then you've got that creative play. You can then adapt it all you like. I'm going to use my tacky glue, something like this. Because it's heavily constructed, my personal preference is tacky glue, because then you know that it's going to dry into all the fibres, and then therefore it's going to be incredibly strong. So we're just going to then hold that in. I'm going to close them so we've got extra strength for me to press down on. I'm going to let that set, and I'm going to move that out the way. We're going to take our card blank, which is 5.5 by 5.5 inches, because of course that is then the width of the top, and I've scored it in half, so that's creating that easel. I'm going to pop the base in. So this is still with the hydrangea papers.
Yeah.
You can imagine this with your honeysuckle.
Oh, yes.
The little gifts in there, or little treats in there would look lovely.
All still available, the honeysuckle, if you want to grab it. All the bits and pieces available.
And then let's take a couple of pieces of card. So black card, 5 3/4 by 5.5. And then my white card, I've cut to 5.5 by 5.5. So this one, what we're going to do is let's use our glass mat as a way just to line up our die.
And these you'll be using, I know you mentioned it, but these dies you'll be using just on like card projects as well, right? Away from the set.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You're going to be able to use that completely on its own, but same with things such as the little boxes, the little trinket boxes. You can use them on its own. or like I showed you with some of the finished samples, do 3 in a row if you want to. Or then you can build them upwards. You don't have to do them side by side. You know, if you want to build them up, that one there, do another 4, rotate it around, and then start to build up on top of each other. So there's loads and loads of ways in which you can use them. You don't have to use them in the way that we show you.
Yeah.
So let's take that one off here, there, and then there. Using that same die, let's take that one off. And then I've just dropped my die. Where's it gone? Oh, here we go. It's right under. Bear with. Bear with. There we go. Oh, oh.
A long way down.
Whew. There we go. Yeah, you can feel the bones going. All right, let's line.
Old bones.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I heard them cracking.
They were indeed. Let's add that on to there. And then we're going to use the decorative die as well. And if you use this die on its own, it's going to cut into the card. So what I mean by that, by using that outer die, you're going to get that really nice wave. If I didn't put that outer die on, what we're just going to get is this detail is going to cut into your card, which looks quite nice as well. But line that one up, run it through, and depending on the size of the card, these are going to go through your Gemini Midi and your Gemini Junior. And then it's just a case of lining these ones up and then just finishing it off.
I want to say that price is incredible as well. £12.80 or $16.80. Was that always the price, or have we gone even lower here? I feel like that's lower than when we launched it, but I'm sure someone will jump in and tell me if that's incorrect. But it's a great deal. I suppose we've made this more affordable in the fact that we've given you the templates. Obviously, you've got the die sets in there as well, but it's a really handy set. It's a have-a-go price, isn't it? Really?
Oh, yeah.
12 quid.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to have a go at making some construction pieces, this is great. And what I love about it as well, Craig, is the fact that, you know, obviously you're making like a 4-box easel drawer kit. There's nothing to stop you, as you've shown, just creating little mini boxes on their own. So if you want little table favors or little, you know, party boxes, then you can do that. But I guess you're not limited to the size that you can make these, because you can have as many drawers as you want going up or across.
As many as you want.
You could almost make like a little advent calendar out of this as well.
You could. You absolutely could do. Yeah, if you want to do 24 or 25 and then just stack them upwards, then you can do that.
Chocolates in them.
Or, as I said before, there's the 4 drawer, and then just do another 4, but twist it the other way round. So that, what I mean by that is if I bring that in, so on the next level, maybe then your boxes are sticking out in between, where you've got no drawer. So you've got it like that one, and then do another 4, and then they could be sticking out the way that they were originally. So yeah, pile it upwards, or 3, 3, 3, 3, or 4, 4, you know, lengthwise. There really is so many different ways, Ben, in which you can use them, not just in the 4 of them side by side.
It's great, isn't it? All the different ways we give our crafters the opportunity to do construction pieces. When you think of all of the things that are out there, there's so many opportunities. This is probably one of the most affordable ways to start making construction.
And in all honesty with you, Ben, I think there's so many ways that even our product development team didn't even think of when they're making it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You know, I think maybe when they're designing them, which, you know, they design incredible things with Leanne, but I think maybe sometimes they don't realise some of the other things that you can make. It's not until, you know, Debbie or myself or the 2 Debbies come along, or you guys at home who craft more and find ways to use them in alternative ways.
Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Because like you say, how many times do we come into a show and you guys will think of something completely different, or we'll get a message from one of you guys at home and you'll be like, oh, have you ever thought about doing this? Or when I get this back, I'm going to use it like this. So it's always kind of thinking of new ways to use these ideas, like you said, which the design team might never have thought about in the first place.
Definitely, absolutely, definitely. So yeah, it's always interesting, it's always fascinating and brilliant to see on social.
Caddy says, oh my goodness, yes, an advent calendar would be awesome.
What about an advent calendar, like countdown to your wedding day?
Oh, yeah,
Do
that's
it with golds and creams or golds and ivories or whatever your colour theme is, of course.
Yeah.
You can do it on the table settings for a wedding. They could write little notes or something, put the little notes in there. That could be little favour boxes in there.
The advent calendar idea as well, because the drawers, like the actual boxes, are fairly sort of sizable, so you wouldn't necessarily have to always put chocolate in, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
If you wanted to do like a little, I don't know, like a makeup advent calendar, or if Nicholas just said, if it was for me, it would be an egg advent calendar. You know, not chocolate eggs, real eggs.
Real eggs.
I got my, I had my eggs today, and I sat in the gallery and ate them. I don't think producer Nicola was very happy. She was happy to spend time with me, but not with the eggy smell.
Not with the eggy smell.
No, Jamie came in and left quite quickly.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he? It's funny, I didn't smell them this time, but then saying that, you were, if you were in the gallery and I was at the big desk near the...
Is that why you went and sat there, so you could get far away from the eggy smell?
I was just trying to get caught up with some of my laptop work.
I love boiled eggs, though. I mean,
I love boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just smell so bad, don't
I
they?
really, really do.
Nicholas has gone, but you wouldn't just invade somebody's personal space, a very small personal space as well in the gallery.
I love boiled eggs, yeah.
Eggs.
Fab. Tastes so nice.
Boiled egg sandwich. My mum used to have one of those like egg slicers back in the, you know, make your boiled egg, whack it down, slice your egg up, put it into a sarnie, little bit of salt on top. Oh, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's nice.
I always remember egg sandwiches being a bit of a treat when I was young. I don't know why particularly, but...
Really?
Like a boiled egg sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Well, an egg sandwich was, because it was always like cheese sandwich or ham sandwich, but an egg sandwich was just an absolute treat for me as a kid.
Yeah.
Sheltered childhood. Look at this though, fantastic.
There we go. Now, of course, I know that I'd had all the drawers and all that done, but that just goes to show you've got your easel drawer. That was the 4-1 that we've just done there. But if I bring in, what have I done with the other finished samples here? So if I bring in, there's 4-1 here, where talk about luxury when it comes to that one.
That is gorgeous. Is that, what are the flowers there? Is that from the Floral Creations?
No, it wouldn't have been, because this was launched before the Floral Creations. Oh, that is, I can tell you, that's Sarah's signature, Once Upon a Time.
Ah.
That's the little flowers from Once Upon a Time. Our Marie's made that one. Look at that one there, with your calendar.
That's a really cool idea.
Your calendar.
Oh, I love the little holder for the pen.
Little pen in there. And then I've seen, where is it? Is it? Love a good post-it note.
Oh, that is great. Like a little stationery organiser. That's
Stationery.
so fun. Like you put your little paper clips in there and stuff.
Little girl would love that at their little desk or makeup desk or homework desk. That would be fab. Or as you were saying, man, just using those edgeable dies to make your cards. Really, really lovely. Or you can, and this is what we're referring to, you don't have to use the 4 of them. Why not use them with a triple? You can see.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You got the 3, but then that could be another 3 on the top, another 3 on the top, another 3 on the top.
But you could go as long as you wanted lengthways as well.
Yeah, you just need to cut your cardstock.
Yeah.
The length that you need.
It's so clever. And from a set which is so affordable, I think it affords you loads of different crafty opportunities. Stephanie's just said, this is a great refresher. I have it, but I haven't had a chance to have a play yet. And here's another great idea. Margaret Yanker says, I was thinking of building for alphabet and some for small coloured paper scraps. So yeah, I mean, there are so many opportunities, really, really are. And this is the basis of it here, and it couldn't be easier for you. And this is, again, what's really, really nice. If, you don't have all of the gear, I know you've got the dies within this, but actually you don't need to use these. If you just want to create boxes or your easel drawers, you've got everything here that you need. You don't need a die cutting machine. You just need a pen, pencil, something to be able to cut with, and away you go. Obviously your glues as well. So you get all of the templates there to be able to create the actual boxes, the base, and also the casing for around the box. Then you've got all of your decorative elements in here as well. And like we said, these are just kind of like a little added extra, really. Yes, they are absolutely beautiful to decorate your easel drawers with. However, you don't have to use them. But what you can do, again, as Craig has alluded to and has shown you, if you just want to make really beautiful decorated easel cards, you can. Or if you just want to use these as edgeables on other projects away from this collection, once again, you've got the opportunity to be able to do that. I just think, you know, for the price it was originally, what, £21, $27, to get this now if you're platinum for £12.80 or $16.80, a real great deal. And don't forget as well today, even if you're just buying this at such a low price, you will still get your free gift. Just to reiterate on all of that, you will get, as part of Sarah's birthday week, birthday today, of course, there are lots of you sent her many happy returns, but you will get this free gift thrown into your basket when you spend over 10. And don't forget, if you're buying any of our launches from the week, so yesterday's launch, the Honeysuckle, today with the brand new Creator Card dies, pop into your cart one of Sarah's books, boom, and you can get 25% off. So her original book, We Can All Make It, and the crafting book which she did, was that last year? It was, wasn't it, I think now, that crafting book. You can get 25% off when you add that into your basket alongside any of the launches. Keep the questions coming through. Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you, Susie, for keeping tabs on this. I see we've got about 6 questions, all right, for Essentials Corner, which will be coming your way very soon indeed, but there's still time for you to ask yours. Any crafty conundrums, anything you're stuck on, anything you're not sure on, anything about any of the launches, anything that you've seen on the show today that you like, but you've got a question about it, or indeed, if you just want to fire any random questions at Craig, or indeed me, we would welcome your questions in the next sort of 15 minutes or so. Let's give you opportunity, though, to get your carts and your baskets checked out, and we will see you the other side of this, where we find out more information about the one and only fish.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Actually, I get in the door, I polls, I then do demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the show, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. I can't say than that other than everybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super family. I love it when we work together, and I don't mean love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating, and we just have this. Same with Craig. Same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, out sugar, it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Hi, I'm the soft craft expert for Craft Companion. I've always crafted. I think because my parents worked at Shepperton Studios, I grew up at Shepperton. They were all working, so my holidays and my evenings were spent at the studios, and I just sort of sit around with the other artists, and they'd give me clay to play with or some fabric. So we always making things, and there were a couple of us, children around the same sort of age, and we just used to make clothes for our siblings. I'm flighty with my crafts. I want to try everything, so I go all out and I decide tomorrow I'm going to be candle making, and I stuff and I make candles, and then I lose interest and I move on to the next. I want to be able to have a little go at all sorts of crafts, and I've always been like that ever since I was a small child, so I think I can turn my hand and give anything a go. My craft inspiration, I think, a lot of that comes from the internet, looking online, being able to watch sort of artists producing bits and pieces, as well as sort of just general crafters. But a lot of my inspiration came from sort of my mum and my mum's friends, which were all sort of great designers and people that did all sorts of different things. The Crafters TV audience is so kind to me. So when I first started, and I've not been here a huge amount of time, and I've done a little bit of presenting, I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people they're pleased, and I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made. Shows. My biggest achievement is I put it on social media. I said that I was more proud of this than I was when I had my children. It was when I won a Demo of the Week. I was just absolutely gobsmacked that I'd won Demo of the Week. I don't win Demo of the Day, so to win Demo of the Week, I was really, really super excited. Oh God, I can't give you the because I promised I wouldn't give any of the gossip away, but it is great. Lots of people overnight house here, which is brilliant because we all get to know each other on a real level rather than just colleagues. So it's a really great atmosphere, and there's so much to learn from all of these people that I work with. So I feel really blessed to be part of this. It is a happy family, I have to be honest.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the sort of glitches there. A few gremlins in the system. We'll try and shake them out ASAP. We've got about 10-15 minutes or so before we head to Essentials Corner. We've got about 6 questions currently. So if you want to add your collection to the list Susie is compiling, do it now, in the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But whilst we do that, we just thought we'd recap on the 2 launches that we've had over the course of the last few days. Firstly, today's launch is incredible. This die, I'm going to say it again, I said it earlier, I think one of my favourite dies ever. It's just magnificent. Big 5x7 size creator card dies from the Taking Flight collection. How magnificent is that bumblebee? Just incredible. All of that beautiful detail from a piece of metal still blows my mind, and never ever do I take that for granted. It is just incredible. Big, big, beautiful bumblebee, not a butterfly, and of course the option here to do your colouring, do your paper piecing, use your illusion film, create shaker cards, all of these different things. I just love that so much. With each die, of course, you get your decorative detail and you get the outer die included too. Bumblebee, amazing. But also in here, you have got that stunning statement dragonfly. Again, I know a lot of people bought these from HSN. If you did buy a couple, you've got the opportunity, of course, to get all of these individually as well, should you wish. But the collection is just incredible. We've got the details up there for your 4-piece collection. This is just for the dies on their own. There is a showstopper option available for you too. This is the Lady Butterfly. Again, appreciate how much detail you've got in that. From that one pass through, you are going to get this. Whether you've been making cards for years or you are someone who's never used a die before, everybody will get this result, and it's just incredible the opportunities that it's going to afford you. And then, of course, you've got your second butterfly, which is the Admiral Moth, and all of that is yours for $47.97 or $56.18. However, if you want to get more bang for your buck, you can go for the showstopper option. The showstopper option brings you everything that you have just seen right there, and you're going to get a whole host of other goodies as well. So you're paying an extra £67 or no, sorry, you're not. You're paying an extra £35 or $45 to get £67 or $93 worth of goodies. you are going to get the ink daubers. Details coming up on your screen here. £75.20 for the dies and all of the goodies as well. So you're going to get your ink daubers thrown in. Also, we're going to give you a roll of your illusion film. That is the coral. You're getting 4 meters of that included within the set. Also on top of that, we're going to give you a wonderful set of our gilding flakes. These are incredible. You're getting 3 big tubs of gilding flakes in the cosmic set, out the space, your blue moon and your starlight. And I think, you know, great colours actually, because you think, maybe not the blue so much, but certainly the gold and the black. Actually, you'd be using the blue on your butterflies, but the gold and the black I think will work so well with your bumblebee. We're also going to give you, very handily, one of our die brush tools. Okay, so obviously these dies are really, really intricate, so help you to kind of clean your actual die cuts and the dies themselves. And then we're going to give you 3 of our duet ink pads as well. In there you've got your Rosy Apple, you've got your Beauty's Vintage Merlot, and you have got the Lemon Meringue. Once you go for the showstopper, don't forget you then open up the bonus buy. I don't think I've got them in the studio, I think they've disappeared. You open up the bonus buy, which will get you the opportunity to buy your watercolour shimmer palettes with the brushes for half price. 55 or 65 becomes 22 or 26 if you are a platinum member. You need to make sure that you add it into your basket with your showstopper to take advantage of that deal. You'll also get your free gift, and if you put one of Sarah's books into the basket at the same time, you will get that with 25% off. So let's have a look. You've got some finished samples of the Taking Flight. Which is your favourite, Craig, of this collection, or have you not got a favourite? You love them all the same?
It's probably the bumblebee.
Yeah, same. It's so different, isn't it?
Yeah, so different. So different. So let's show you first of all what we've done within launch day earlier on. So you can always go back across on Crafters TV YouTube channel and watch back launch day earlier on, where we made this one here. Now we did combine it with elements of your Honeysuckle collection there. Vellum at the back, a little bit of paper piece in, and just creating a beautiful card. This one here, we used the bonus buy where we used the Moonbeam palettes there into the backdrop, giving you that complete shimmer. We've used that one, of course. We also done this one here, so we've done this box. Now this is actually using some of the illusion film that you got within the showstopper there.
Yeah.
So you've got that one there that we're able to then create, because they're creative cards that cut in and then they cut out. What we also done within launch day is we used it as a stencil with the dragonfly, but then created that K card within the middle there, pop-out card within the middle there as well, 5x7 card. So as well as die cutting and create a card, you can use them as stencils. But then what about things such as shakers as well? You can do all your shakers, little bits of overlay and colour in. I mean, absolutely beautiful with that flower forming. You can do your diorama cards as well, your pillar cards in there as well. You can do that too. I think it really is a beautiful, beautiful die set. And of course, it's going to work well with the Honeysuckle, but if you've got your beautiful collection from the other year, it's going to work really, really well with that as well. What about doing some inking, bringing in your water-based inks, your sparkle pens, it could be your aqua pens, of course, or then what about doing your easels, but doing them side-on as well. We're bringing in your floral creation dies as well. There really, really is loads and loads and loads. Sidestepper with your ombre glitter cards in there. Really, really is worthwhile doing a drop shadow. Really makes it just stand out that little bit more.
Yeah.
I'll show you just a couple more. Let's show you another one with the bumblebee. Once again, in there. And then last, but by no means least, this one being coloured with your alcohol pens. How striking is that?
Incredible. Plenty of options there for you. And again, if you get opportunity, go back and watch it. In fact, we're repeating it on 24/7 straight after this show, so you can pick up loads of inspiration. But if you love that collection, you can go for the collection on its own, you can go for the showstopper, or you can go for the individuals. It is entirely up to you. Just before we get onto Essentials Corner, to remind you of yesterday's showstopper with the Honeysuckle collection. This was slightly different because there's no bonus buy as such, because what we've done is we've kind of incorporated the bonus buy into the collection, and this is how it works. So, oh, hang on a minute, I've got doubles of everything here. Hang on, 1, 2, I need you, and I need you. I do not need you. Oh, hello, you. So, The collection itself is a 16-piece collection where you get everything, but then on top of that, for an extra $14.99 or $19.95, we give you another 12x12 pad, we give you another 6x6 pad, and we give you another vellum collection too. So it's absolutely worth, if you're going the whole hog, it is absolutely worth going for the full showstopper. Don't just buy the collection on its own because you're missing a trick, because chances are if you're going for the collection, you'll buy more paper pads anyway. We're giving you 2 free pads within this collection when you go for the showstopper. The designs are stunning. I think you'll agree. We have really excelled ourselves once again. Our design team are just incredible. Again, look at the detail here, the beautiful honeysuckle, all the kind of sort of shadowed effects in the background, and then that honeycomb sort of silhouette in there too. Just, it'll be one of those pads again that you marvel at, that you look at, that you flick through and kind of pick up different hints and ideas each and every time you have a look at it. It's beautiful, it's double-sided, 36 sheets you're going to be getting in this set. And don't forget, if you go for the showstopper, you get that twice. Now on top of that, you're also going to get your 6x6 pad. Again, that's just shrunken down versions of your 12x12. And you're also going to get 24 sheets of that beautiful vellum, again with the same designs, but just in beautiful 150 GSM vellum. And then on top of that, you're also going to get your beautiful, beautiful linen cardstock in colours that are just going to work absolutely perfectly with the colours within your set. So you don't even have to go searching around your craft room to find matching colours, because everything in this set works absolutely perfectly with the papers. Now, once you've got that, you're then going to get, of course, all of your hardware too, and there's some amazing, amazing bits and pieces in here. There's the first amazing bit, the entwining honeysuckle creator card die. That you will see Leanne demonstrating on the show yesterday. If you watch that back, it's the first demo that she did. An incredible, beautiful die. And then, of course, you've got loads of other stunning dies in here as well, like, for example, the wildflower hexagons. You've got your nesting hexagons in there as well, the sweet honeycomb. Sentiments are gorgeous in this set too, so sweet sentiments that tie in with the fact that this is a honeysuckle collection, that there's bees. Everything works beautifully. Things like Be Kind, Let It Be, You're the Bee's Knees. You've got a stunning edgeable in there too. The artwork again is phenomenal. The honeysuckle flower stamp is just gorgeous. You're going to love colouring with that. Equally gorgeous, if not more gorgeous. I think one of the most 3D embossing folders we've ever done. That one is called just Honeysuckle, the 3D folder Honeysuckle. And then you've also got your Sweet Honeybee stamp and die set. That's really super cool as well, and the fact that you've got that beautiful bee. You've got the honey sentiment, of course, and then you've got the stamps, the dies to be able to cut those elements out, plus all of those fantastic stamps to build up your sentiment too. Not to mention, and not to forget to mention, I should say, that you will get your big pot of sequins included as well. All that for $91.99 or $123.16. If you are getting that, and particularly if you're in the US, don't forget to add more into your basket. $1.84 more gets you your free shipping, but the showstopper is the way to go to get yourself extra paper pads and extra vellum, and actually you're only paying for the second 12x12 pad. You're getting another set of vellum and the 6x6 for free. Craig has got some finished cards over there. Again, what a lovely collection, Craig, and as Leanne and I were talking about yesterday, very, very rare, I think, to see a honeysuckle collection. We have roses and peonies and daisies, but not very often honeysuckle.
No, we don't. It's a lovely Carmen collection. It's got Carmen images. The colours are Carmen as well. They're bright, but they're that softer bright that you've got within this collection here. Who doesn't love bumblebees, of course? You've got your bumblebees in there with your background stamps. You've got your apertures. This is a good one. You'll have seen within launch day. These were the bits that actually come out. The waste is what I actually use to then decorate my cards. But then what you've also got is you've got your creative cards that you can then create your shakers with the honeysuckle, die cut them out, and then come along and then colour them in whichever way that you so wish. But then your stamps, why not come along then, stamp it out, heat emboss when it comes to your gold embossing powder or whatever colour that you want, and just offset it with the pink tones within the linen cardstock. The same stamp that you've got here, but then doing your alcohol colouring. Now, whether you're doing a square card, 5x7, 8x8, you're going to be able to build your large cards if you want. You've then got that beautiful 3D embossing folder there. I want to say it's about 5x5, which is going to be a lovely size one to then turn into a 6x6
Oh,
card
wow.
there. Bringing in the stamp and the die that Ben was showing you there a moment ago within the collection as well. Maybe just doing your letterpress technique, maybe coming over with your sunbeam palettes, of course, that would be a good one to use to colour them in, creating that splatter effect. But then you've got the hexagon nesting dies as well, where you can layer them up and then create individual shakers, which is a fab one. You can see you don't need to do big cards to make stunning cards. Keeping it all white, but then just using the largest of the hexagon matte and layer dies, die cut within the pattern paper there. You've got your edgeable one, so why not then do what I've done with the Cheers to You edgeable and just extend that, so that could be really, really long. Love that die again, really, really fab. But what about coming in with your stepper dies that you may already got? What about just then cutting your card and your paper, different sizes here, using your nesting dies? What about creating again that patchwork, or then making a big card with the 5x5 embossing folder? I'm going to check that. Is it 5x5? Yes, it is. I was right. A 5x5. And then I absolutely love this one. Who's done that one? Rebecca. Love that. You know how I love doing strips as my background?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Rebecca's done there with that cut-in die with the bumblebee, and be kind to yourself. So yeah, great cards, small cards, larger cards, really calming collection. The beautiful colours that you've got. It's your bright, but it's the calming bright with a whole lot of honeysuckle.
Absolutely marvellous. Where are we now? Am I there or there? Oh, I am there now. Hello. Hello, camera one. How are you? Great to see you. Where's the day gone? We're into the last 15 minutes, so we thought it might be nice, as is kind of, so it's customary now, bringing you Essentials Corner. Hi, camera one.
Mum, I'm on the telly.
Try and do all of the You should have walked around that way, and then it would have been like proper TV, and then people would have gone, oh, I wonder how Craig got to sit over there when he was over there. But now they know, because you had to walk past and wave, didn't you? You had to walk past and wave.
It's a really good feeling when you've been on your feet all day, isn't it? And
nice?
You just sit down.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good excuse to sit down for 15 minutes. But also, we've got some questions here, and actually, we've got quite a lot to get through in 13 minutes. Did you say this is your second Essentials Corner, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Kendall's got a question. Craig.
Yes, Kendall.
What quick dries do you use for the sentiment in the cards? What ink pad do you use for sentiments in cards?
So I don't tend to use quick dry. I tend to use our waterproof black, Noir black ink pad. So although it's waterproof, I find that gives it a lot more of a sharper impression when you stamp out.
Christine Mahoney on Facebook says, Craig, did you get any fake sweat whilst you were watching that fake wrestling? Lol.
Good one. Next.
Tim, see, I've just seen your question. Craig will, I'll need to get the paper trimmer to do that first question, which that's really made me laugh. He wants to know about the lines on it and how to work the ruler.
Okay, have a look at that.
We can check in a minute. But he also asked for Essentials Corner, I have got the foil press, but I'm struggling to get the waist timings, etc. wrong. And what sandwich combination, Tim C says?
Rightio. So the waist, you want to do about 1 minute 10 to 1 minute 20. I'm trying to think this offhand, not having it in front of me. So you're going to have your waist foil. You're going to have your cardstock that you're going to then foil onto. You're then going to have 2 shims of 300 GSM cardstock. You're then going to have your magnetic sheet from your Gemini Junior, and then you're going to have your top carbon plate. So you've got your base, you've then got your foil that you're going to be using, it's the waste foil, the card that you want to then foil that onto, 2 shims of 300 GSM cardstock, magnetic shim from, or magnetic sheet from your Junior, and then your carbon plate. So if you do that with, I would probably go 1 minute 20. I know it's a long time, but you need that a long time for that heat to transfer through. With the pressure of the Gemini, hopefully that should work.
And again, if you ever stuck with, well, any shows, but foil press shows, there must be loads on
hundreds of
YouTube,
hours,
isn't
yeah.
there?
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of hours on the YouTube of the foil press. Yeah,
And most of those hundreds of hours will be you.
predominantly.
Has anyone else done a foil press show?
Oh yeah. Debbie Robinson's done quite a few. Debbie Fisher's done quite a few.
Yeah.
And then you'll have certainly in the early days you'll have Sarah and Leanne.
Did you sort of take? Sorry, I'm going off tangent here. Did you sort of become the foil press king because it was something that you naturally used a lot more at home?
So I'm trying to think offhand what it was. I used to do a lot of prep and a lot of boards when new products had come out, and then it just kind of naturally just seemed to be I kind of took over from Sarah and Leanne when it comes to the foil press.
Paper trimmer.
Yes.
This is also from Tim C. I've got one here for you.
Fab.
He says, could Craig go through the lines on it and how to work the ruler with, e.g., a ½ inch to gut the card, please?
Right, got you. Well, watch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that sitting upwards without paper. I need to actually cut into cardstock to show you. So if we use that tomorrow with the launch party,
Yeah.
we'll use. Nicola, can you remind me? I'll leave myself a note. But between us, what we'll do is we'll have a look in launch party tomorrow, and we'll do it because I'll need to physically do it to show you.
Okay. Ro Ambrosino Davis on Facebook says, can you use regular dies with the illusion film, or do you need to have special dies?
No, not at all. The dies that came out with the illusion film, they are our normal silver wafer thin dies. So absolutely, any dies you can use when it comes to the illusion film, any.
Yeah. And I think that's the joy, isn't it, of the illusion film, in the fact that, obviously, like you said, you did get the dies, but there must be so many other... I mean, butterflies would look great, wouldn't they?
Of course they would, yeah.
Dragonflies.
Yeah.
What were those lanterns from that we had recently? There was like a lantern edgeable in one particular collection.
Arabian Nights.
Oh, Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights, yeah. Yeah, anything like that.
And that illusion film, I think, would work nicely across sort of like Christmas collections.
Oh, yeah, could you imagine?
Yeah.
I would have thought, I don't know, hand on heart, I don't know. I would have thought there'll be illusion film for Christmas. There's got to be.
Yeah.
There's got to be. If we didn't, and you've still got some left over, or while we've still got it in stock, absolutely that's going to work really well for Christmas. I would have thought there would be some at Christmas time.
And also I think it would work very nicely for Halloween as well, because we all know
it would, yeah.
Halloween is coming.
It's coming, yeah.
Yes.
A few months away.
Not long.
Not long.
Lisa P, I love it when we get sort of questions off tangent just a bit. What are Ben, Craig and Sarah's favourite birthday cake flavours? Now, I don't know off the top of my head what Sarah's is. Do you know what her favourite cake flavour would be?
Probably chocolate.
Chocolate cake?
Probably chocolate.
I mean, she makes a mean fruit cake, doesn't she, at Christmas time?
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily
Not
like
really
a birthday cake, is it?
Mine's is just good old-fashioned vanilla sponge birthday cake.
Oh, vanilla sponge, is it? What, with like the jam in it, you mean? Jam and cream?
Yeah.
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 Chocolate cake for me, all the way. Chocolate cake. I was saying this to producer Nicola actually, because it was my son George's birthday last week, and he's sort of still quite into Pokemon. They do like the Pokemon hunting. What's it called? Pokemon Go. And I found him a perfect Pokemon cake in the supermarket. But then of course it was the sponge. He doesn't like the Victorian sponge.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Oh.
This is a bit of a shame. But I don't know what Sarah's is. We'll ask her tomorrow when she's in.
Yeah. Whatever it is, I bet she's having plenty today.
I bet she is, yeah. What about you, Nicola? Favourite cake? Oh, she doesn't know. Jamie? He doesn't eat cake.
Do you know what my absolute all-time favourite cake is? It's what Christina makes.
Which one? Any Christina cake?
School cake.
Oh, school cake. No, that's about that.
Yeah, and there was one little bit left in the kitchen that she'd wrapped up.
Yeah.
And I've taken it.
Did you pay for it?
I'll put an IOU next to my other IOUs that I actually owe her. So I've also left her another note saying, Christina, I will clear my 8 IOUs tomorrow.
Yeah. It's payday soon, so all of his pay will go on those IOUs. Yeah. Tammy Navarro says, hi Ben, and hello Craigums.
Hello.
I was wondering, I don't know if Craig will know the answer to this question, I don't think he will, but I was wondering why Crafter's Companion isn't doing a Ladybird/Ladybug collection. Will there be a collection of Ladybird/Ladybugs in the future? Is that something you might know about?
I've not got a clue.
No? You don't get involved in those like top brass
No.
meetings, do you?
No, we can put ideas forward, but other than that, until we actually get our set, that we don't know. You know, we're getting, Leanne will sometimes just drop little hints, or sometimes a few months before, you know, we might get the company info when it comes to email, we get told what's coming, but as far in advance, no, I really don't know.
I really like the idea of a ladybird collection or a ladybug collection. I think
Reds and blacks, and then pinks and yellows, and
I think that would be really, really cute, and I can envisage lots of lovely sort of stamps and dies that would work with. And Tammy, yes, good point, because of course we've got a bit of a mix of experts this week. Leanne is back in on Thursday,
which I'm not gutted about.
Oh, I'm sure you can share the love. Maybe you could do like the later show.
Yeah, she's wanting to do Thursday. No, she can do that. She can do it all. I'm not bitter about her doing potentially my favourite launch ever.
What you could do is come in for the later show and just like we'll move the sofa around there and you can just sit like that. Yeah, maybe. Oh,
No. Maybe I'll just, you know, drain the petrol out of our car. Not that it drives, but out of taxi.
Drain the petrol out of a taxi. It's going to be a fantastic launch on Thursday.
Okay, rub it in, why don't you?
Sorry. Final two questions. Kendall, Craig, any plans to do any more lives from your home?
Certainly tutorials, yeah.
You're very busy though, you guys.
It's really hard to get lives in, certainly when we try not make sure that the crossover with Crafters TV. You know, I would like to. It's very, very hard to fit them in, but definitely tutorials, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, keep checking in on all of our socials and stuff. If anyone's going to do a live, it's your man.
Between me or Debbie Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carol Denyer says, hello, Ben and Craig.
Hi.
I struggle with sticking vellum to card. It seems to always show through. What tape or glue would you recommend, Craig? Thanks, from Carol.
So I would use, personally, I would use a tacky glue. And there's two, and I know you're probably saying, oh yeah, well you're going to say this, Craig, but hand on heart, I really would use this. Our call-out glue or Sticks 2's tacky glue, these two. Just a fine layer, you don't need much at all. And I have to say though, that glue with our vellum, I can't say that's going to work with other companies' vellums, because vellums can differ, but the quality of our vellum with our glue or Sticks 2's glue, then it just means that, you know, you don't really see the edge of it. If you do struggle, what to do then, instead of putting glue all the way around, maybe you want to put glue in maybe like the four corners, and then if it is another branded glue or another branded vellum, if you still see the little dots of glue just shining through, then like gem or a pearl or something. It's about hiding the adhesive, it's about hiding the workings, if that's whatever you're using. If it is starting to be seen through, then it's just about hiding them.
Thank you. That there ends all of the questions. That was very Devonshire, wasn't it? That there ends all of the questions. And we must just say a very happy birthday to Gwen Clemens, who says, hello all, it is my birthday week 2. When's your birthday, Gwen? Let us know. Lovely the fact that you share it with Sarah, of course, who is celebrating today. What a day! It's been marvellous, isn't it? What a day! Oh, what a day we've had. Always on the go. How we get our work done, no one seems to know. It has been a fun day. So you are back in tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, launch party. Yes.
No, yes.
Yes. Yes. I do have, you remember, we've got a pre-record first.
Have we? What, Craft Along for weekend after next, is it?
Yes, yes. So we've got that 3:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're in at 5 live with Launch Party, where we'll do more with the Taking Flight credit card dies.
Yes, we will use that in the foil press. We will do a demo when it comes to the paper trimmer for you, Tim, of course. I can't remember what else we're going to be looking at tomorrow. I've got the demos, but we'll cross that bridge tomorrow.
And before that, of course, live at 1, Sarah will be in with the brand new garden collection, the third of our 7 launches this week, I want to say. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Thanks so much, team, for a fantastic day. Thank you to Mr. Craig. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you to you.
Thank you. Thank you to Superstar Susie on the socials. Thank you to Becky who was on the socials earlier. Jake, Nicola and Jamie. And most of all, thank you to you. Make sure you keep checking out your baskets and we will see you tomorrow for more birthday fun. Until then, eat!